KUAM News Headlines is presented by Calvo's Insurance, serving Guam for 80 years. Matson and the Adai Itano program. All new 2018 Kona by Hyundai, available at Cars Plus. IP&E Fueling Excellence, McDonald's of Guam, I'm Loving It, and King's Restaurant, located in Tamuning and Dedito. Always open, always local.
Ahead on Primetime, another complaint of clergy sex abuse has been filed against the local Catholic Church, plus more allegations of drug use targeting candidates in the gubernatorial race. And a man accused of conspiring to kill a GPD police officer is set to go to trial this week.
Hafide and good evening.
Well, millions from around the world have watched Guam's clergy sex abuse cases and other church controversies unravel through the blog Jungle Watch.
Now founder and writer Tim Rohr under fire for allegations of sexual abuse himself. The accusations came to light through court documents as Rohr and his wife, Leon Williams Rohr, fight for custody for their minor children after Rohr filed for divorce late last year. According to her declaration, Leon moved back to the Virgin Islands to see her father, who suffers from cancer. The trip was also to take one of their sons to see a medical specialist not available on Guam. She maintained she is the best and safest parent for their minor children, noting Rohr hasn't provided financial support and ignores his children. Leon further alleges Rohr has bullied her through emails, texts, calls, and voicemails for the past 10 months, and that his constant attacks have forced her to file police reports and seek help from the Women's Coalition. Most shocking, Leon alleges Rohr physically abused one of his sons and sexually abused some of his daughters. Before he gets access to his children, Leon requests a home study be done and Rohr undergo a psychological evaluation. The couple have been married for over 30 years and have 11 children together. Another complaint of clergy sexual abuse has been filed against the local Catholic Church. The latest one filed on behalf of a 48-year-old Tamuning resident identified only as AA. The victim alleges he was sexually abused in the early 80s when he was around 11 or 12 years old, serving as an altar boy at St. Anthony Catholic Church in Tamuning. AA identified his perpetrators as now deceased priest Father Antonio C. Cruz James Antolon, who was active in the parish at the time, and another altar boy.
Well, now twice accused of clergy sex abuse, former Archdiocese of Agana Chancellor Father Adrian Cristobal is still a no-show despite being ordered repeatedly to return to Guam. According to a release from the Archdiocese, a clergy member who continues disobedience after a warning is subject to penalties or sanctions. Although the Archdiocese says he's been in contact via email, he still hasn't complied for almost 1 month. As reported, 33-year-old JJC alleges he was abused for nearly 2 decades, almost daily, that abuse ending in 2013. 35-year-old LJC, meanwhile, alleges the priest abused him on several occasions from 1995 to 1997. Both men are only identified by their initials to protect their privacy.
Arrested for possession of drugs, and now the former Guadalupe Communications Director is naming others he claims were abusing and using during his time with the administration.
The allegations come after our interview this week with Troy Torres, who admitted he was taking ecstasy and meth while he was the administration's spokesperson. But at least 2 of those he's accusing of using drugs responded to the allegations, saying they are far from the truth. The pair accused of using illicit drugs, Lieutenant Governor and candidate for Governor Ray Tenorio and candidate for Lieutenant Governor Josh Tenorio. The allegations coming from Troy Torres, who was recently arrested on drug charges after a raid on his Laddie Heights home. Both Josh and Lieutenant Governor Tenorio respond.
It's really unfair for you to make allegations based on events going back years when allegations should be looked at by independent folks in law enforcement.
2 words. It's not true.
Torres was released the day after being arrested and charged with 2 others and given a notice to appear in court in 3 years. Police then saying they found drugs and other items in his home during the search warrant late last month. Torres denied using drugs following his release from prison and even accused the LT and the chief of police for playing a role in his arrest. He also brought up a number of other allegations of government corruption and cover-ups he claims he witnessed while at Guadalupe. The latest admission from Torres came Monday when he spoke to KUAM, opening up about his previous drug use.
Ecstasy and methamphetamine.
That admission then forcing Torres to name Josh and Ray as users as well. As we reported, Torres said he rolled together with Josh Tenorio at Speaker B.J. Cruz's house in 2005. Torres said Speaker Cruz was off island at the time.
The allegations are untrue. I regret that it's happening on the eve of tonight's debate. And we're not going to let it distract us from the mission we have, which is launching and mounting a campaign for a real change for the people of Guam. I've known him since he was entering in the Youth Congress. I was already entering out of the Youth Congress, and we've always been on opposite sides. Never really interacted or debated with him. He's definitely not part of my social circle.
Are you a user of...
Absolutely not. I defy anyone. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the people of Guam are smart. Most of the people know what you've done in your life, what I've done in my life. They know the reality. All I've done is work for the people of Guam to the best of my ability and looked out for their best interests. Been a police officer, senator, lieutenant governor. These charges are absolutely lies, and that's all I can tell you.
Both have a ticket in the upcoming race for Adaloop, while Torres has said he plans to take legal action for what he contends was an arrest wrongfully made. The LT says he may be taking Torres to court as well.
We'll consider it. I'll talk with our lawyers.
Lieutenant Governor Tenorio also said, quote, "It is clear that Troy needs help to address what he called his demons. However, this does not excuse his reckless and slanderous behavior."
He's charged with more than a handful of others for a killing in the prison last year. And while he wants to cooperate in that case, Jeremiah Shizaki will head to trial this week in another case. Back in 2012, he was charged with conspiracy to commit murder as a first-degree felony and terrorizing as a third-degree felony. His co-defendant, Michael Wakintori, already pled out and is anticipated to testify against Ishizaki. The two reportedly plotted to kill a GPD police officer. Jury selection kicks off at 9:30 tomorrow morning in Judge Maria Senzon's courtroom.
Just days before a major drug trial is set to resume, defense counsels for Raymond Martinez and Juanita Moser have filed a response to the government's opposition for acquittal and a motion to seal the judge's decision on acquittal. In the response, attorneys Pete Perez and David Lujan point out the prosecution's sole reliance on witness Henry Albandia, an ex-Guam Customs officer who had received bribes and kickbacks. The defense also believes that through this witness, the government has not been able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendants conspired to distribute or possessed and intended to distribute methamphetamine. Additionally, the defense is asking to seal the judge's decision on acquittal as it would be prejudice against the defendants and influence the jury. The couple is accused of trying to smuggle nearly 8 pounds of the drug ice from California to Guam in 2015. Trial resumes on Monday.
A search warrant executed at a home in Chalampago results in police finding drugs. John Jesse Pinala Mentinonia is charged with 2 counts of possession of a Schedule II controlled substance, possession of the drug with intent to deliver, and possession of a Schedule III controlled substance. Court documents state officers found 1 gram of the drug ice, cocaine, and Xanax, along with digital scales and a drug ledger. The suspect told authorities he owned the drugs and he was a user. He also admitted that he would sell meth so that he could buy more for personal use.
We'll stick around for more news here on Primetime.
You're watching KUAM.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming with KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
Half the day, I'm in the club.
Half a day, welcome to Two Lovers Point.
Half a day, I'm in the club.
It's back! The Smartphone Super Sale event. Enjoy huge savings on our most popular Samsung Galaxy smartphones. But this offer won't last long. So drop into a GTA store today.
In this divided world, there are still things that unite us. Great music, thrilling games, and the love for that perfect burger. Ruby Tuesday Guam, for the love of burgers menu. For a limited time, get an amazing burger for just $11.99. Lunchtime at Ruby Tuesday, Guam.
Our mighty SUV mega sale is going on now at Cars Plus, and you're going to save big with cash back on every purchase. Get to Cars Plus and shop our great selection of Hyundai Santa Fe's, Tucsons, and the all-new Kona, Guam's most affordable SUV. Or our full line of Jeeps, like a new Jeep Renegade, save $6,000, or a new Jeep Cherokee, save $4,500, with rates as low as 1.99% APR for qualified buyers. It's Cars Plus, mighty SUV mega sale. Cars Plus, driven by you.
To experience Guam via KUAM News, giving you what you want, when you want, and how you want it. From smart devices, Alexa, what's in the news?
Here's your flash briefing.
Over the web, on mobile, on streaming platforms, with immersive, interactive formats, and via social media where it's more than just content, it's conversation. More ways to keep you informed and entertained whenever you want it, wherever you are, on whatever device you're using.
Welcome back. Now to a development in the controversial awarding of CLTC leases. Adeloop senior staffer Vincent Leon Guerrero has been assigned to help assist the CLTC and Department of Land Management. This after reports of preferential treatment for administrators signing leases on prime Barracuda Heights property. CLTC Chairwoman Pika Farron requested Leon Guerrero's assistance. The Attorney General has agreed to review the matter as well.
A social media post has been going around depicting what appears to be a water leak on the hillside of Aston Santa Ana Street.
An issue that has the public wondering what's the source. Keani Mendiola has the story.
It sounds like money going down the drain. Water continuously runs down this hill in Santa Ana Street, Aston, and appears to be stemming from an old Guam waterworks station. This issue, local residents say, has been going on for years and has yet to be resolved. Aston Mayor Frank Salas.
Now, what I looked at here is there's a lot of water being wasted. And I believe that the water pump here needs to be checked from the Guam Water Works.
In a statement, GWA officials said, quote, "The water running along the roadside is not a massive leak. It is natural spring water which is not being captured because of the prohibition of running the facility," end quote. Storm drainage pathways run along underground, shifting water from the nearby reservoir to the ocean. But longtime residents believe that the water rolling down this hill is actually from GWA's main treated water line that is being pushed up to the old facility and leaking out from a broken pipe. The running water has posed many concerns.
This water is running down, turning green, algae, slippery, not safe. Road down there with the side where vehicles can't even go up sometimes because it's very slippery. So we need to do we need to correct this.
Currently, the agency would like to reopen and operate the spring water facility, but due to ongoing property issues between GovGuam and the U.S. Department of Interior National Park Service, they are prohibited. This leak, however, GWA points out, is not a major leak, but to those affected,
they got to do something about this. If they can stop this water coming down and start generating from other sources rather coming on this hill, it's a lot of waste of water.
When asked by KUAM, GWA officials said they would be willing to visit the site to prove the source of the leak. Additionally, debris caught in the storm drains have caused water to overflow on neighboring streets, an issue that GWA attributes to Department of Public Works. Meantime, water continues to flow, wasting valuable resources and creating money problems. If you need to report a leak in your area, you can contact GWA's 24/7 water line at 646-4211. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Keani Mendiola.
Thanks, Keani. Well, the crowds packed the UOG Fieldhouse for the One Guam Gubernatorial debate Tuesday night. Students asking each candidate for governor how they would handle decolonization if elected to lead the island. Many of them sharing how they would support whatever is in the best interest of the community. And the response following the debate?
We believe that this is probably the largest debate on decolonization in this fashion in our history. We hope it's not the last, though. This is an opportunity for everybody to have an ability to chart a course, stay the course, and actually be a part of the process.
The candidates all really came out strong. They had a lot of energy on the stage. And I think what we heard tonight was a consensus that all these candidates, whoever becomes the next leader of our island, is really going to move decolonization forward.
I was really happy. It was really nice that the camps maintained a very professional decorum. I was a bit, I was expecting more. But however, at the end of the day, everyone complimented and said that they had a great time, and they were really happy that they came out and saw and witnessed such a momentous event.
You can watch the full debate at 6:30 tonight, right after KUAM News Primetime.
Reduce the overuse of plastic bags, a pair of measures recently up for discussion that hopes to do just that.
Yeah, Carmen Chalahi has this week's Think Green.
This costume is made of 500 plastic bags, which is the average amount of plastic bags that one family on Guam uses.
Gabriella Pulowski dressed up in what was called the plastic bag monster. She was in support of Senator Regine Bisco-Lee's Bill 268 that would charge consumers who use plastic upon checkout before eventually banning plastic bags after a 5-year transition, and Bill 242 introduced by Guam's Youth Congress, which calls for a complete ban of plastic bags.
Businesses that already do not offer carry-out bags or that have implemented reusable bag policies have proven that these initiatives can work.
Vanessa Williams, president of the Women's Chamber of Commerce, also pledging business support. In fact, Payless submitted a written testimony outlining their Go Green program that is ahead of the game in reducing plastic bag consumption for a more sustainable Guam, since plastic is made from oil. Amongst eco-warriors and nonprofit green organizations, Guam's youth support the measure, like 8-year-old Marion, who drew pictures for her testimony.
I support this bill because in 32 years, no one could go swimming. There will be too much plastic to swim.
The goal behind passing legislation is to eventually ban all plastic bags on Guam, so they don't end up in our ocean.
When plastic bags enter our oceans, they are likely to be eaten by marine animals, entangle them, or even get caught in our reefs. Approximately 1 million marine birds and 100,000 marine animals die each year due to plastic ingestion or entanglement.
Testimonies quoting scientists that say by 2050, the ocean will have more plastic than fish. Though majority supported the intent of the bills, Guam EPA did raise concern about enforcement. The UOG Center for Island Sustainability pledging community support, hoping to see a plastic bag ban to keep Guam green as early as next year. For this week's Think Green, I'm Carmen Victoria Chalahi.
Sports is next, but first your island weather.
Smartphone Super Sale event. Enjoy huge savings on our most popular Samsung Galaxy smartphones. But this offer won't last long, so drop into a GTA store today.
This is pollock, and this is pollock, but they're totally different. One is pollock South Dakota, and the other is real wild-caught Alaska pollock from a certified sustainable fishery. And that's the pollock you'll find in the McDonald's Filet of Fish. So, no matter where you are, you can always get real fish caught sustainably from here. So let's review. This is that one place called pollock, this is real wild-caught Alaska pollock, and this is who can bring it all together, sourced from a sustainable fishery. And it's delicious.
In this divided world, there are still things that unite us. Great music, thrilling games, and the love for that perfect burger. Ruby Tuesday Guam, for the love of burgers menu. For a limited time, get an amazing burger for just $11.99. Lunchtime at Ruby Tuesday Guam.
We're celebrating our 135th anniversary today, both in the outlying regions on which we hub and also here in Guam itself. It means so much to our team here in Guam. It means a lot to us in the Matson management team, because what it says is we're here to stay. It's a real physical manifestation of our commitment to this region. It's so important that we hire locally, we develop talent locally, we train locally. What's been a wonderful addition to our approach there is that many of the people who started off in Guam have gone off into significant leadership roles elsewhere in the company.
This is our headquarters here in Guam in Micronesia. And when we talk about putting down our roots, it's not just doing business, it's about everything we do with our friends, our customers, and our employees. I believe that nobody can replicate what we do, and that's why we have such a great team and such a great service and why we're successful. This is our home, this is our life, and we're happy to make a difference in everyone else's life.
KUAM Sports is presented by Triple J.
What's up, Guam? Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. I have an update on our men's national rugby team in Brunei, winning their first game of the Asia Rugby Championship, Division III. I'll get to that in just a bit, but first off, some surfing for you. Check it out. The Talafofo Bay Surf Classic is set for this Saturday down in Tally. The event started as a friendly surf comp for those that showed up for a beach cleanup back in the days. This year's event will feature 6 categories: under 5, 5 to 8, 9 to 11, 12 to 16, male longboard 17 and up, and female longboard 17 and up.
It started out as a kids event and a longboarding event, and we started ours in the mid-90s, and we kept it going. There was a short hiatus due to a couple of big typhoons that came by the island, and so we resurrected the event 5 years ago. And some years, if the conditions are conducive, we hold 2 or 3 in the span of 1 year.
The event is scheduled from 7 in the morning to 3 in the afternoon. There will be food trucks, prizes given out to the top 3 finishers, and giveaways. Registration can be done at Lotus Surf Shop in Tumon, or call 649-4389 for more info.
We might have some spaces available to sign up on site on Saturday morning, but you'd have to be there before 7 a.m. showtime to find out if there's a slot or you're an alternate, just in case somebody misses the event and they give up their spot.
Proceeds from the surf competition will benefit the UOG Marine Lab. The university's laboratory was established as a research unit of UOG in 1970 and plays an important role in both national and regional marine research.
A lot of the UOG Marine Lab faculty and also some of the students are actually local surfers here, and some are here on their studies from abroad, and they're also surfers. So it just worked really well for us to do something, cooperate with each other in giving the community a chance to see what type of research they're doing and what type of things that are unique to the Guam Oceans.
In celebration of Law Week 2018, the 11th annual Race Judicata Carabao Run will be held on Saturday at the Judiciary of Guam in Agana. Registration fees are $10 per person and $15 on race day, $35 for a family of 4. Showtime is at 5 in the morning with go time scheduled for 6. You can register at the Judiciary of Guam, Northern Court Satellite in Dedido, and at Horton Sports in Tamuning. Registration forms are also available at guamcourts.org. First 750 finishers will get a dry fit t-shirt, free Carabao rides as part of GVB's #InstaGuam campaign, raffle drawings and refreshments, proceeds to support the Guam Legal Service Corporation Disability Law Center. Congratulations to the Heineken Guam Rugby Men's National Team for winning their opening match of the Asia Rugby Championships, Division III over host country Brunei. Division III over host country Brunei, 66-12. John Martinez opened up the scoring in the 3rd minute of the game, followed by a try by Joe Mateo and 2 from Corey Morrison as Guam jumped out to a 28-point lead after 12 minutes of play. Tries followed from Johnny Borja and Joey Calvo, with all of the tries conversions by either Chris Groh or Gerard Uggan to give Guam the 42-0 lead at the half. Josh Morrison and teammate Earl Pasquale added to Guam's lead to put the scoreboard to 54 points in favor of Guam. Gerard Uggan and Carlos Rosario finished off Guam's scoring spree for the 66-12 win. Guam will next play China on May 10th, followed by a test match against a Philippines resident team on May 12th. Well, that's going to do it for sports. We're back right after this.
You've been on my mind a lot, Mom. Nolan has grown so much. I find myself telling him the exact same things you told me as a kid. Isn't that funny? I guess it's true that we do end up just like our moms, which for me is the greatest thing I could do. Thank you for teaching me how to be a good mom. See you soon.
Get $50 off the Samsung S9, S9 Plus, and a free wireless charger.
Smiling is a natural response to joy, happiness, and excitement. Your smile reveals a lot about who you are. A healthy, beautiful smile can brighten your appearance and be an invitation to conversation and friendship. It is often one of the first things people notice about you. Now, thanks to the advancements in dentistry, you can have the smile you have always wanted, giving you an improved smile that looks and feels great.
My silver fillings that I have, they're getting older in my mouth and I need to replace them. So I've started to do that and I've replaced them with the white fillings and I've had really great success with that. It looks good, they feel natural, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the bleaching. I want a white look all around my mouth.
Summer's right around the corner, but first shift into spring with Triple J. With 0 down, 1.9% financing, and easy trade-in, now is the time to buy. Get into our big boy truck, the Ford F-150, starting at $217 per paycheck. Car and Drivers 10 Best Mazda CX-9 at $242 per paycheck. The Mazda 3 Sedan at only $137 per paycheck. Or the North American Car of the Year, the 2018 Honda Accord at only $216 per paycheck. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
More to choose from.
I've heeded the call about thousands of people.
We need to really focus on the economy.
It's going to boil down to efficient and effective government.
Today is just the start of our journey. We believe in embracing everyone and everyone's voice.
But only one that delivers results.
If you are watching us on
Tonight,
Facebook
we have
right now.
3 of your candidates running for senator live in studio to take your questions.
Beyond the polls, beyond the politics, beyond broadcast. KUAM News. Results you can count on.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shoutouts from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club. Josephina Yamanaka Blas, happy 103rd birthday from her children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. Elijah Jude Onslon, happy 14th birthday. May all your wishes come true. We love you. From your family and friends. And happy belated birthday to Tommy Rages. Happy 72nd birthday to a very special man in our lives, our dad, grandpa, and great-grandpa. We all love you with all our hearts. Blessing you on your special day from your kids, grands, and great-grands.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birthday.
Yep, that's going to do it for us here in the news. Stay tuned as KUAM now brings you more from the One Guam debate.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E.